Hold on.
Oh, ha. There we go. If I would plug in the microphone, we would be good, we would be dandy, we would be gold. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dolynny TV. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense as to why you couldn't hear me. I didn't have the connection that connects my connector to my headset to my computer all the way connected, so that's just the way it is. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that's my bad. A little bit of a rookie mistake, you could say, but this ain't my first rodeo doing this, so I don't know how I can blame a rookie mistake on that. Alright, we've got Shry, Nicholas, we've got Gobi, we've got Jacob, we've got Real, and of course we've got Shry, we've got Vrexel in here. Give me a second, Vrexel, I just saw that pop up. And David's in here as well. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Well, welcome to the stream yourself, Vrexel. And of course, you know, as soon as somebody says good afternoon, everyone, welcome to the stream, that means the next one coming in is, of course, moderator Tim in here joining us this morning. I have not had a chance to message moderator Tim yet this morning because, well, simply put, I've been sleeping the entire morning. That was a hard grinding night last night at the Dome. And Sir Cardinal, welcome in as well. And then my buddy X Snipes in here as well. Afternoon, everyone have a good stream. Well, we're going to try and stream the second, up to the second period. That's about the plan for today because, like I said, going to the Chicago Blackhawks Calgary Flames game, I got to get out here, I got to get on the road, and I got to get down to Calgary. And that's the advantage of not being right in Calgary, I guess you could say, is you have to travel to Calgary for sure. And there's several reasons why I only have a couple of mods. Of course, X Snipes is a mod who's been around for a long while, and of course I can text him, that kind of deal. So I have my couple of reasons. And Vrexel, I keep mod, like I said, the mod is a situation where there's a couple of history. Of course, if you know with Tim, I've been on Tim's podcast before, so Tim's helped me out, I've helped Tim out, and of course Tim and I, we go back and forth on a lot of stuff. Tim's a good soundboard, if you could say that, when it comes to stuff. He's got a good opinion on quite a bit of stuff, so that's good to go. Alright, heading to work, we'll catch you on the Wi-Fi on the train. Sounds good, Colonel. And Jim Rat, welcome in. Alright, guys, I'm just watching Darcy Kemper rob the Chicago Blackhawks with an incredible save. Matt, welcome in, and David, welcome in as well. Sorry, Monte Carlo's in here as well. Alright, ooh, there's number one. That's second between the legs play by Matthew Tkachuk. Just greasy. That's getting greasy at this point. Here we go. I do not have enough iced tea water to get through this. Is Bob playing? Who's Bob? You mean Benny? Oh, Bob Bobrovsky. We're playing Florida, sorry. Still think he's in Columbus. Bobrovsky is not playing according to sportsnet.ca. It is confirmed that it is Montembeault. If that is how you say it, that's how I'm going to be saying Montembeault. And hopefully we light him up because his stats, ladies and gentlemen, this year, 5 wins, 2 losses. That's fine and dandy. But it's a 344 goals against average and an 886 save percentage. So Florida's just scored a ton of goals when he's going. And here we go. Leafs versus Ottawa. Leafs versus Ottawa at what, 5 o'clock Mountain Time tonight? That'll be a good matchup. But mine is the late cap between Hockey Night in Canada, ladies and gentlemen. Late night to go. Simple flip for the Oilers. Yes, this is the one you guys need to know. Tim's got it right here. The information direct as direct can get. It's a simple flip for the Oilers with Kazian suspended, so Archibald goes back to playing right wing. And then Benson at left wing and Sheehan playing his 500th NHL game in the middle. Can you believe Riley Sheehan has played 500 NHL games, not really done that much offensively over the course of his career, but now all of a sudden finding himself centering that second line for the Edmonton Oilers and doing good things with the minutes. Not lighting it up like the top line is, but doing good things with the minutes. And you know what? We could be costing ourselves worse. That's for sure. And Tim also has the news that Koskinen makes his 29th start. That marks that both of our goalies have started 29 games. Mr. Mike Smith started 29 last game. And then the last game, of course, now, this one, Koskinen starts to get it going. And 2-0 Predators against the Blues. For Exo, that's not good news. I want to know when it's 3-2 Blues, alright? That's terrible news for us. And Benson, as I said, Jim, is on the line with Sheehan and Archibald, which centers up our second line this week. That's essentially the plan, I guess you can say. He's on the second line. And David, regular season, I'll take Ottawa 10 out of 10. Regular season, anyway. And ladies and gentlemen, I've got Sportsnet showing that they're experiencing technical difficulties. Anyone else showing that Sportsnet is experiencing technical difficulties? Never mind. That was I don't know what that was. All right. Here we go. 4-1 Boston over Red Wings. Ooh, man. Red Wings had a 1-0 lead there. That's a rough one. Good old Rose laughed. Oh, man. Rose is precious, guys. You have no clue how precious X-Snipes' Rose is. That's for sure. Anthony, welcome in. Noah, you as well. Okay, so Sportsnet was saying they had technical difficulties. It's cleared now. They're just showing highlights. So here we go. Hopefully we get it going. Toronto usually struggles against Ottawa. Well, we need Toronto to keep struggling all the rest of the season so as we can have a good laugh at them. Because they, they're always going hard about Connor McDavid not making the playoffs. You imagine if Matthews, Marner, Freddie Anderson don't make the playoffs? Oh my goodness, that would be a world ender. But at the same rate, as much as I can say that and as much as I want to laugh, I would love to see the Oilers versus Toronto in the Cup final this year for just the insanity, right? You have Calgary, Edmonton third round, then you have Toronto, Edmonton in the Stanley Cup final. Ooh, baby, give me that insanity. Val, what's going on? And soccer highlights, yeah, now I'm watching tennis highlights. And no, I should have done a video this morning on my thoughts on the Kassian suspension. Unfortunately, couldn't really get there. I kind of gave you my thoughts in the community tab. You can see it there if you go to my channel or if you go in your subscriptions feed, and it's what Kassian will be doing. That's essentially what I said in the community tab, and I think it makes a lot of sense, right? And there we go. Stream is freezing. Imagine Oilers versus Penguins in the final. I don't know. I don't know if it's going. And Anthony, you're talking about a Patrick Laine trade happening at the deadline for your Panthers. I don't know if Patrick Laine would ever really be on the move at the trade deadline. That would be nuts. But the Jets, I mean, they just lost Brian Little. You can go check out X-Snipe's reaction to that on his channel. He's covering all the NHL news at this point. Ooh, man, what a beautiful play. That was an incredible free throw. Threw it off the rim right to himself. That is nuts. That is dirty. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, I think the Jets, they're in that kind of weird middle ground where they have a shot, but they need to really win a lot of games to get it done. Then again, you start talking to people, they'd say, well, the Jets will make it if the Oilers don't. So, what do you got, right? And David, you feel like I'm a Canadiens fan? I was a Canadiens fan once upon a time. Nashville Predators fans playing country music and having a good time. Well, that's what a lot of people at the Saddle Dome here in Calgary were doing last night. My goodness. There were a couple of folks in the Saddle Dome that probably should have been escorted out, must say. And anyone know the forward lines? Brennan, what I can tell you about the forward lines guaranteed is it's Sheehan, Archibald, and Benson this evening. I can guarantee you that much. That's for sure. And Matthias Janssen. Matthias Janssen. Oh, Johansson. Johansson. Out in New Jersey. There may be some moves February 22nd and 24th as teams are waiting to see whether or not they have a shot. Well, Tim, well, I can tell you, I guarantee you, I will have trade deadline day covered. I have booked trade deadline day off work. Now that used to be a tradition for me when it comes down to being in high school and being in college. Usually I'd have trade deadline day off. This year, booked it off. Straight up booked it off work to be able to do it for you guys. So guarantee that we'll have some coverage that day if the Oilers make some trades. And here we go. What? Where's the Oilers intro? Where's the Oilers intro? I don't want to see the pictures of the beach. I want to see the Oilers intro. Give me the Oilers intro. Here we go. Zach Kassian. Day off. That's alright. Zach Kassian ain't going to mind a couple of days off. He's looking alright. He's got the coffee. He's got his head clean shaven. He's good. He's good. And I should do a stream on deadline day. I will probably not do a stream on deadline day. I will just do the videos and then I'll do maybe a wrap-up stream after the deadline's over, that kind of thing. But the videos are where it's at, I'll tell you that. There we go. There it is. Try, you're right. There it is. The Oilers intro, and now you've got Gene Principe. I gotta hear what he's got to say this evening. Let me tell you. So Neil McDavid, Nygaard, Chris Russell out plus Kassian right now. Yeah, Monty, they are falling thick. They are falling fast to this Oilers team. And again, guys, anyone that wants to say the Oilers didn't have the roster to make the playoffs this year, if we don't make the playoffs, again, it's simple, same old story it's been for the past 13 years. The Oilers just got hammered with injuries, right? McDavid, Nygaard, Larson, Nygaard again, Chris Russell, Kassian with suspensions. Like, it's been well, Nuge had some injury problems. I think Kassian had some injury problems. Archibald's had injury problems. You've pretty much had everybody out with injury problems. And Anthony, am I surprised? I don't think so, because you know what? I think untraditional markets, that's the key to a league's success, right? You gotta have hockey being all over the place. All over the place. And let's see, what do we got? I thought the deadline was 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Or no. Yeah. 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. I think so. Alright, here we go. Gene Principe on my TV set. Oh. He's talking about Zach Kassian. So give me a second here. I need to hear Gene. Oh. Oh. Boy. So here you go. Like, Caleb Jones doesn't play every game, but think about this with Caleb Jones. He has 3 goals in his last 6 games. That's absolutely unreal. And now Florida's been struggling since the break. 2 wins and only 8 in 8 games now the past couple games since the break. That's kind of rough. Anyway, no fans at the B&T Arena. That's every time. And got to get the trade every year. It's the same thing. Everyone gets hurt. Well, big. If we trade for a guy, he's probably going to get hurt too. That's the problem. And we need Yamamoto to get a goal. We need Yamamoto to get 2 goals. I think we're undefeated when Yamamoto gets 2 goals, just to say. And hopefully Shea Weber injury doesn't mean he is retired. Well, hopefully, David. Hopefully. And the Oilers will make the playoff, well, Ron. That's the exact hope here. You just got to get everybody back healthy. And I think, what's it been since Monday that McDavid's been out? So we'll be fine. We'll be dandy. McDavid will be back in no time, and we'll be lighting it up. And remember, McDavid, as soon as the calendar flips to March, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. We're in a playoff spot. We're going to stay there. No problem about it. Koskinen does start. Absolutely does. So it's Koskinen, or it's Nygaard Neal, Kazian, and McDavid make up 36.7% of the goals. I feel that's very shady advertising putting Nygaard on that, but it just, I guess, increased the percentage by 1.7. And when it comes to NHL expansion after Seattle, do you think it would make sense for all the Midwest teams to be in the Eastern Conference and move all the Canadian teams into the Western Conference? I don't think so, Anthony. I think what I'd like to do is have, of course, the Quebec Nordiques come back. That's number one for me. 25 games left. If 96 points gets you in the playoffs, the Oilers have to win 15 of their games. Impossible. Nope. Easy. Nope. That's exactly. You know what? It's just get the job done. End of the day, just get the job done. And that's all we've been asking for a lot of years. They're honoring some victims of something here at the BB&T. Oh, Stoneman Douglas High School. Okay. The shooting from a couple of years ago. That's right. That must be an anniversary of something of this point. Let's get this going. Zach goes gone and fine for Chara. The NHL joke. Well, again, who really knows, right? Ooh, they've got a World War II veteran, and they wheeled him on the wheelchair, but he's going to stand and he's going to get it done tonight. And he's got a heck of a mustache, too. Alright, we can do this. Playoffs inside, absolutely. I really don't like the in-arena announcer for Florida, though. I can tell you that much. Really not a fan. Really not a fan. And don't see them missing it. Would suck to be close all year and then at the end fall out because of injury. Well, that's the way it normally goes in Oilers land, but that said, it normally goes that way in about December, so we should be good. We should be good to go, and no problem about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's reverse because we're on the road. We'll play the intro in the American anthem, then we'll get this going. As right now, Ethan Bear, Caleb Jones, Darnell Nurse on the bench, Colby Cave on the bench. Colby Cave, man, he always looks so intense. That's one thing you like about Colby Cave. He's always playing the game at a high caliber. And not exactly high caliber like Connor McDavid, high caliber of compete. That's what I like about that, guys like Colby Cave. And of course, come on, a good boy from Battleford, Saskatchewan. How can you complain about that? Let's be serious. And what game is Wes McCauley refereeing in? I don't know. I have to get that schedule. I don't know where to find the NHL referee schedule, to be honest with you. It would be kind of cool if they bring back the Atlanta Thrashers and maybe the Minnesota North Stars to have two teams in Minnesota. Honestly, I would not be surprised if you give it 5 years, Minnesota struggling, that they can actually find a way to survive two franchises in Minnesota, given the fact that you've got Minneapolis and St. Paul as one conjoined city or whatever. It would make sense that you could have two franchises there, no problem. And Minnesota is the state of hockey. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the American anthem going. Let's get this underway. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle in, sit down, get ready. It's time for Edmonton Oilers hockey on Dolynny TV. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, she's go time. This is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning in to this afternoon's live stream here on the channel. It's the Edmonton Oilers versus the Florida Panthers in a game the Oilers coming off a loss against the Tampa Bay Lightning. A close 3-1 loss. Yes, 3-1 is close because of the empty netter at the very end there for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oilers looking to find their goal-scoring prowess all of a sudden again due to that 3-1 game. And of course, the one stat you got to be reminded of, the Oilers are 12-0-0 if they score multiple power play goals in a game this season. And if that doesn't breed something for you with Yamamoto, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins on that top power play unit, I don't know what does. Tonight, I think you need to get goal out Alex Chies on that top power play unit. And of course, if you can get something out of the second power play unit, we'll be good, we'll be dandy, we'll be fine. Let's get this going. I am out of water. As of now, dragging out the anthem, well, you know what? You should have taken the over. You should have taken the over on the prop bet today. That's all I'm going to tell you, Andrew. You would have made some money if you took the over on the anthem. I don't know if you can actually prop bet an NHL regular season game, but there you go. That one's for you. And here we go. Let's get this rolling out as we're just going to have a few seconds. Oh. What are we doing? Florida Panthers just doing everything pregame tonight. Alright. So wearing the old Reebok Florida Panthers jersey. Sure. Okay, so we're going to have a ceremonial face-off. Then we'll get to the hockey game. She's been a hard grind so far, but we'll be fine and dandy. I'm going to throw you an ad quickly, guys. Do not forget, if you haven't already, to hit that like button on the stream. We're up to 28, 30 people in here. Let's get some more people in here and have ourselves a fantastic stream. As you know what, we're in for a good one against the Florida Panthers. They're struggling. That's about the way she goes for us, but we'll battle through and we'll be good. And ooh, they're gonna play that. All right, wearing my Gretzky jersey. I have the C on it. There you go, David. That is excellent. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The starting goaltenders. We're not going to see the smelling salts this morning because it's not Mike Smith in net. It is Mikko Koskinen, who's 15, 11, and 2, 291 goals against average, 909 save percentage, with one shutout. So you know what? Realistically, both goalies have been around the same mark. 5-2 and 1. Sam Montembeault, 344 goals against average, 886 save percentage. He's still got his Springfield Thunderbirds helmet on, and that is interesting enough. As Tyler Benson back in the lineup, he'll play on that second line with Sheehan, Archibald, and let me tell you, in place of Zach Kassian. So Mr. Leon Draisaitl ready to get it going, ready to rip, and ready to get it underway. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The Oilers start in their own zone. A nice play by Mikko Koskinen to get into the defense. Kailer Yamamoto up the boards, and the Oilers starting. Oh my goodness, look at that burst of speed through the neutral by Leon Draisaitl, and we are off and running right now. As Nugent Hopkins going to get that there. It's going to be a shot on and missed by Adam Larsson. That puck's going to die. It hit the referee. Florida's going to fire it out into the neutral. And now you've got Huberdeau. Nice pickup and awareness by Clefbaum right there. Nice to see that out of the gate after a couple of miscues against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Here we go. Ooh, Leon Draisaitl across to Darnell Nurse. We get a D change in just 40 seconds into the game. A nice move to the middle. Nice shot there by Yamamoto, and there we go. They're going to go off for a line change. Another big shot there by Darnell Nurse, getting it through, and oh, this is what you love to see right out of the gate. Tyler Benson misses a puck behind the net, though, and that just is what it is. Here we go. Tyler Benson behind the net. Nothing going there. This one flipped up and not out, and down the ice. This one will not go. As again, cut off by Darnell Nurse on his wrong side. It's now Ethan Bear. Ethan Bear gets it outletted up the ice. Archibald trying to find that puck. Florida pushing back a little bit. Staying stingy at the blue line. A couple of Oilers collide. We've got ourselves a good, fast-paced first minute 30 of hockey. You like to see that, right? No whistle, nothing going. Both teams moving their feet. And, you know, that only means one thing. Both teams are moving their feet. Eventually, either a penalty will be called or a goal will be scored. And that's good news either which way. Matt Benning out there for the Edmonton Oilers. And this puck played up the middle. Again, nice check in the middle, neutral zone by the Oilers to keep it going. And Sheehan, Archibald, and Benson, you betcha. Here we go. This is going to be a shot missed wide by Florida on a deflection. I think that was deflected by Caleb Jones. Another block shot for him. Give him credit. He had one that did not go his way the other night, so you have to give him credit that he actually got that one in the corner. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Nice little club into the corner. Alright, I thought that was going on net with that bounce, but it is what it is. And Stanley Cup champion with his experience. Could he help us lead us there? Well, first off, we got to lead to the playoff spotlight. That's key number one. And here we go. PP. Is that a PP or is that a people? Offside. Alright. Florida not really getting any good chances. They moved their feet there in that first about minute 30, but that's about it. That's what kept them in it, I think. They weren't moving their feet. Old John Quenville wouldn't have been too impressed. Florida 29th in attendance. Not a surprise it's empty at 4 p.m. on Saturday, I would say. So who starts a hockey game at 4 p.m. on a Saturday in Florida? That doesn't make sense either. Here we go, Draisaitl not getting it going. Alright, let's get it going. The Oilers battling hard on the pucks. Andrew, you were talking about not winning puck battles. Well, that's what the Oilers be doing so far tonight. Except for that one, which leads to the shot. And, yeah, I honestly don't know if there's anyone in the stands. We can't afford to lose anymore. We can't afford to play that way anymore. That's what Alexander Barkov is saying to the Florida Panthers. Gotta look at ourselves in the mirror and play better. Barkov after a 6-2 Flyers loss on Thursday. Oof. That is tough. You know, things are getting scary. On pace for 279 goals against, second most in franchise history. The Panthers have really given up that many goals against. That is unreal. Here we go. Let's get this rolling. This one's going to go across, and Florida's going to fire this one down the ice, and ooh. How does that miss everything through the, like, that cut right through the busy part of the neutral zone? That's the crazy part. And you would take Vegas and Edmonton in the playoffs, not St. Louis and Edmonton? Well, I'd take St. Louis, Edmonton. We've played well against St. Louis, right? The 2 games we've played them so far. And Vegas, Edmonton, guys, that's a Albertan's dream. Let's be serious. You imagine how much Alberta content, Alberta blood would be up in the stands at T-Mobile Arena? Woo! Dandy. And they have given up a ton of goals. That would be good for us. Absolutely, it would be, Montez. You know what? It's been a good start. You'd like to see the shots after that little cycle we had in the zone where we almost got that full line change in after the top line was out. You would have liked to see a good couple of shots get put on the board. Unfortunately, we only have 3 through 3.5 minutes. That's the tough part there. You know, realistically, right? It's tough to get it going without getting those shots, and there we go. That's what I'd like to see, just throwing everything on net as fast as you possibly can off a face-off. That's what I love so much about that Nuge face-off play, is because it just immediately creates a drive to the net, right? If you shoot the puck on net as soon as the face-off's dropped, and ideally from that situation, you're probably getting yourself a good chance immediately off a face-off, which leaves the defensive team no time to react in the defensive zone. That's kind of the key to scoring goals, right? Beat them when they're not expecting it. And yeah, there you go, Andrew. That's a good course correction. Any team other than Arizona, we do not want to watch those games. Why isn't the game not live on NHL 66? I couldn't tell you. I've never used NHL 66. I'm a businessman. Gotta have those business taxes, right? And not my business tax for these Oilers live streams is, of course, Sportsnet Now being 30 seconds behind. That said, Colby Cave fires it in. And Bobrovsky, no, that's Montembeault. Let's see how many times I get that wrong. Ooh, Hoffman's skating up, and Hoffman's going to put that to the net, and that would have been goalie interference, thankfully. NHL center ice isn't a bad one to use either, and that's a deflection in front. Look at Koskinen play that out, and look at Koskinen get that block shot in front. Yeah, absolutely. NHL center ice, Sportsnet Now costs money, but get access to everything, right? Here we go, back and crossed, and ooh, goodness. Florida Panthers getting a shift in here, but literally the Florida Panthers cannot get anything on net. They've probably had about 4 shot attempts, and they cannot get anything on net, which is just ridiculous. Here we go. Played there. Anton Stillman. Is it Anton Stroman still? Is he still playing in the league? And Lav, I guess the reason why Kazian got the 7 games is repeat offender. That's what you need to know. Repeat offender. And here we go. Mr. Darnell Nurse out of the zone. Ooh, look at Darnell's Nurse fight through traffic to actually outlet the puck. You like to see that. That's a big plus to get, absolutely. Why is Koskinen in net? Well, Koskinen's in net because you got to give Mike Smith a day off sometime, and especially on a back-to-back. Who would you rather play? Would you play Koskinen against Carolina or Florida? I think you'd take Koskinen against Florida, and that's what we've seen so far. He's made 2 saves. He's played the puck a little bit. That's all that matters. And look at this. Aaron Ekblad definitely got stick down on a hook by Sam Gagner, but they aren't going to call it. Nope, they aren't going to call it, and that's good news for us. And here we go. And it's 2 p.m. again tomorrow. Yeah, I promise you tomorrow, full live stream, full game review, game preview if I can get my butt out of bed in time, because let me tell you, I was just wiped. It was such a hard grinding week. We had, I'll put it this way, I delivered into new homes in Calgary, Airdrie, and Cochrane yesterday. I delivered over 4,200 pounds of sheet metal, so that tells you I should be tired. That's a lot of sheet metal. So I had a pretty good right to be tired yesterday, and that's why I got my good sleep in, and now we'll be rocking, we'll be rolling for a game at the Dome, and then hopefully get another good sleep in tonight and get that game going. But there we go. Do nothing. Pretty much first 7 minutes of this hockey game. Not much happened, really. A couple of pucks batted around there last minute, and now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this going towards an ad, and let me get you the stats. Why don't I borrow a truck? What do you mean, why don't I borrow a truck? I have a truck at work for delivering sheet metal. It's just you gotta offload the truck. Alright, here's the stats so far. We're averaging about 4 people coming by the stream a minute. That's good, that's alright. And right now, we just gotta get off this commercial and we'll be good. Woo! Oh. Wow. Unreal. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, this F-150 could use a truck like that. Actually, what I needed back is my GMC Canyon. GMC Canyon with the gangster bomb on the back, let me tell you. Alright. Bonvoy. Don't get this commercial. It looks, man, if I ever stay in a hotel that fancy, I'll be doing something right. Let me tell you that much. Maybe down in Costa Rica in 2021. How's that sound? That sounds like a plan. And Gobi 2-1 Preds. Alright, Vrexel, I appreciated your effort bringing me the 2-0 Preds, but Gobi, this is much better news. This is much better news. Sanford just scored for St. Louis. Sanford, he scores like, 8 goals a year? So that's interesting that we get to actually be on a live stream when he scores a goal. Leads the league with 9 game-winning goals and 27 multi-point games. Mr. Leon Draisaitl, most since Mario Lemieux, 1.61, 1.58, and only 4th player in the last 20 years to get 90 points in 57 games or less. Nashville 3-1 on St. Louis. Oh my. There we go. Tim's bringing in the bad news. So is Gobi, and that's not good, but that's alright. We've got, at the Oilers' blue line, Alexander Barkov, Leon Draisaitl getting it going, and now you've got yourselves a puck into the Oilers' zone, turned back, and Kailer Yamamoto comes away with it. Leon Draisaitl in company, in flight. Draisaitl down to the corner. Montembeault throws it right at Draisaitl. We can't get it going, so Evil, you need the Oilers to get going. I'm telling you, they will. They will just in minutes or moments away, hopefully. We've got 12:30 to go. This, it's tough because she's a pretty dead building, so the Oilers don't have much to feed off. Like in Tampa, the Oilers were literally the home crowd, it seemed, in a bit of that first period. There was a lot of let's go Oilers chants going, so you have to keep that going. And next, yes, Ben Sin is in. Benny's in the lineup, and he's playing with Sheehan Archibald tonight in place of Zach Kassian. 12:01 to go. Mr. Adam Larson at his own blue line, turning around. He's going to turn off the defender. And that's one thing I've really liked out of Adam Larson a lot more lately is he's gotten back to being a little bit steady Eddie when moving the puck. A lot less panic in his game, a lot more precision, a lot more timing. And that's been nice to see. I think he's finally caught up to the full speed of the game. And David, my second favorite team, honestly, if I could watch them enough, it would be the Winnipeg Jets. Big fan of the Jets because you know what, I got to follow that story of the Jets coming back to Winnipeg all that time when they were moving from Atlanta. So yeah, I'd definitely go with the Jets if I could watch them enough. Here we go. Bear not getting it going. Nothing happening here. Archibald. Oh, look at Archibald going for Benson's first career NHL goal. Nothing. Going to be a dead first. Usually is in the afternoon games. Well, how many times have we seen that out of the Oilers so far this year? Is they cheap out a goal on the power play late in the first period, and especially in a dead game like this, that would be a perfect time to do it, and then have an alright game or end up losing the game. But I think with the game I'm thinking of is, Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, the Pittsburgh game November 1st. That's what I'm thinking. Magnus, you're from Winnipeg. There you go. I think giving you the shout out. We just need this Florida Panthers team to either do something or just give up and let us score a ton of goals here as Jujhar Khaira is going to move this ahead. Actually, that's one guy we could really use a goal out of. If anyone's saying we need a goal out of anyone, it is Jujhar Khaira this game because Jujhar is just gone dead silent in the past 20 and we need him to really get something going for us. So Adam Larson, again, no panic, nice feed down low. Jujhar Khaira with a tip, couldn't get it going. And that's interference on part of Colby Cave, but he's going to get away with it. That's definitely definitely a AHL play right there. Interference, running interference like that. Nito, do I think McDavid will get 100 points? I have no doubt McDavid will get 100 points. If he gets back before the trade deadline, no doubt about it. And Andrew, not a bad first. That's the thing. It's not a great first, but it's not a bad first. Again, similar to what we did against Tampa, right? We didn't do enough to win, but we didn't do enough to lose. We just lost a close game. And that's what's the beauty of a 3-1 empty net game is one goal was the difference. And like I say, one goal shouldn't be the difference with this Oilers team, but at the end of the day, that's not the worst thing. And when I like the Canucks, I don't know. I don't know. Just being in Alberta and having to listen to Canucks fans instead of them being Oilers fans or Flames fans, that's what makes me hate the Canucks. That's the end of the day. November 2nd, Edmonton 2-1 in OT. There we go. That's right. It was started off with Colby Cave and then they finished it off in OT. But that was, again, just a game, Pittsburgh game, if memory serves, is Colby Cave got it going, I think, later in that first period or else early in the second period. And then it just went into kind of the slop mode, right? It's just get the job done, bang it out, tight checking, get the job finished. And then Pittsburgh either tied it late or tied it midway through the third period. And then we went to overtime. And 3-2 Preds. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting these good stats going. Shirai, welcome back in. Let me get a couple of stats for this Oilers game so far. Sportsnet's not even registering. Sportsnet's literally got a final on the live tracker. Are you kidding me? Okay, thank you. That's what I want to see. 5-2 the shots. Actually, hold on. Tim, let me get this going. How do I check the NHL.com website for the actual scores? Just let me see. Watch Game Center. That's what I want. Game Center. I want box score. How do I get this moved around? How do I get this moved around? Now, this isn't quite as team friendly. Huh. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. Alright. That one's going to be batted out. Aaron Ekblad back into neutral ice. You've got Gagne, you've got Haas, and you've got Chase on the line. NHL.com. Yeah, I don't find it as user friendly. It's not as in big bold capital letters like it is on Sportsnet. That's what I love so much about Sportsnet. And actually, if you guys want to know why I use the Sportsnet live tracker so much, is back in the day when I worked at a furniture store on Sundays, it was usually a really slow day, so I'd be sitting there, I'd get my paperwork done that I had to do, and then I'd watch the live tracker to watch the Toronto Blue Jays game. That's what I'd be doing. And here we go. Schwartz just scored. That's solid. That's solid. Do I think 3, 4, or 5 Pacific teams? I think it's going to be 4. I think somebody out of the Central is going to take a wild card. I think Nashville, Winnipeg pushing, unless both of them fall off, it's going to be what it's going to be. Kailer Yamamoto up the wing. He's going to deflect it across, and unfortunately, Nuge can't get it there. That's Clefbaum on that deflection. Can't get it there either. And now you've got the Florida Panthers going down the ice, and that's going to be another icing, ladies and gentlemen. This first period taking absolutely everything it possibly can to get done. 2:30 in the afternoon already. Look at this going. Look at this big play by Yamamoto, and then a nice deflection by Nuge, and a nice wherewithal. That's the nice part about this top line, is they've really gotten in sync with themselves, in sync with Clefbaum. And honestly, offensively, I think Clefbaum's looked more dangerous on pinches in the past 5 games than at any point this season, except for maybe when Draisaitl, McDavid, and Kassian were going really good. Yes, Tim, that's what I just noticed actually, is that's how I knew it was Chiasson, Haas, and Gagne out there, is they actually have the real lines out there. And is it first period or second period? It is second period, absolutely. And, well, Andrew, I've complained about the D hitting the net several times, so it's a moot point at this point. And Wilner, what's up? Not much. Just watching the Oilers play a tight check-in, shut it down game against the Florida Panthers, but they haven't had the shots to score enough goals. You'd think in a game where we've had a lot of chances on net go wide, we should have probably about 10-12 shots based on our shot attempts, but it is what it is. This one's going to be deflected. Ooh. Nice play there by Huberdeau, and you can blame Archibald for that one, but again, that's Huberdeau, a veteran, a very good veteran, an all-star against Josh Archibald, so don't worry too much. Sheehan, nice tip in there, and that's going to be a big shot by Archibald. Can't get it going. Benson just kind of floating. That's the thing. Benson's got to find where the puck can kind of find him. He gets over-battled there. And updates on score, absolutely. Absolutely, Tim. That's the nice part. Look at this. Sheehan, like this puck is just on the Oilers' stick, and Benson just can't exactly figure himself out. Like this shift, you can tell Benson's a rookie. That's all I got to say. And just kind of say that Benson looks like a rookie on that shift. Colby Cave, yeah, Benson's just... Get off the ice, Benson. Get off the ice. Oh, Russell putting that puck on net. Going to deflect it out into the stands, and it was good to go. My goodness, what do you think of the lack of fans at the Panthers game? Wilner, it's just, I think Tim said it best, 4 p.m. game in Florida. You ain't going to see anyone there. You never see anyone at a Florida Panthers game. It's tough, right? You just don't see them there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this going. You want to see Rhonda Campbell win the Safe-On Foods score and win. Had to pull into Timmy's drive-thru to get some free Wi-Fi and see how our Oilers are doing. Well, Greg, she's a 0-0 game and really not a lot of shots. We all of a sudden have 8. And what? My Disney lookalike is Rex from Toy Story. I haven't done the Snapchat lookalike thing yet. And expecting 1-0 with you. Yeah, that's. I just leave it. That's the thing. 6:15 to go. I'd like it to be 1-0. Don't get me wrong here. That'd be alright if it could be 1-0. But that top line just hasn't had the quite magic touch to put one in the back of the net. And we needed it going. Oh, that's what Matt's going on about. See, that's the thing. You guys all react to close chances or goals against or goals for all different. Look at Chiasson. Where's that speed come from? My goodness, where does Chiasson find that speed in his game? And that puck's in the corner. Don't know why they froze it, but wow. Look at that. I don't know why they froze that puck. The puck was in the corner. But that's what you like to see. And then immediately After that is a Blackhawks and Flames ad, and I will be in the building. That's going to be all right. Should I do a game review between the Blackhawks and Flames? Oh my goodness, that would be some weird Dolynny TV content, that's for sure. No, the whole plan: stay with the Oilers, stick with the Oilers, always be the Oilers. Because let me tell you, this is the best part. Is I've got about, what, 7,500 people now? You can help me get closer to 7,500 if you're in the live stream right now and haven't hit the subscribe button yet. But I've got about 7,500 people following Dolynny TV now. Think about that. Think about the math, right? 7,500 people. The Oilers have 800,000 followers on Twitter. So I don't even have a percent of the potential Oilers fan base. That's the nutty part to me. That's the absolute nutty part to me. Is there is so much growth opportunity, and let me tell you, when we get to the playoffs, she is just going to go bonkers. What are we at? What are we at in the stream right now? We're at 20 people in the live stream. So it's 20 people, 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday. You imagine 7 p.m. Friday night, Thursday night, game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. You have got to be kidding me that we could not have 70, 75 plus people in here just going nuts in the chat. I'll probably have to put slow mode on like 10-second delay, but let me tell you, she's going to be a good time, and we just got to get there. And number one, to get there, you just got to get a goal against the Florida Panthers. Nashville 3-3 with St. Louis. This is what I was hoping for. This is what I needed to know. And hope Chiasson keeps that speed for the rest of his career, no doubt. Panthers playing Sunrise, Florida. It's plus 23. I'd be outside. Yeah, absolutely. And it's minus 11 there. Tim, let me tell you, I've got the math. It is minus 17 in Cold Lake. I don't know why my weather app's showing me Cold Lake. Let me see. Airdrie. Airdrie is 1 degree. There you go. That's the thing. I'm in a good remote location that I have to use Airdrie as my temperature gauge. They don't have one for the county. Anyway, do you think Bouchard will be ready next year, and do you think Broberg will need AHL team? I think Broberg's going to need AHL time for at least a year or two. And then Bouchard, I would take Bouchard in the NHL absolutely next year. And see, Tim, you had to mention it. The ice is melting. It's so warm in Florida. Lovely. Kyler Yamamoto's like, you're really going to line me up there? I'm going to die. You see how small of a guy I am? I trip on ice like that, I'm going to break my neck. Now, there we go. I just said something that'll probably alarm off anyone talking about the Kazian suspension, but let's get this going. Oilers win the face-off. Ethan Bear, he's been invisible tonight, other than pretty much nothing. I just noticed him for the first time now, so that's good news. And Kyler Yamamoto trying to get this going. He can't get it going. Hoffman can't have that puck settle. That's one thing. The puck has taken some weird bounces tonight, that's for sure. Hey, look at this. Puck going to be shot, and Kyler Yamamoto's going to... Ooh, Kyler Yamamoto just about outlined a bead pass to Draisaitl. Wow, that's unreal. 5:14 to go in this first period still. How is there still 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go? And you are kidding me if Larson just scored. Tim's with the all caps, and everybody's coming in with the Larson. And look at this. There's Nugent Hopkins. He's going to wind up that shot and miss. He was trying to be too fancy, but look at this one. Cross, big chance in front. I don't know how that ain't goalie interference, though. I think Yamamoto pushed Montembeault, but he got plenty of time to recover. And look at this. Larson, wow. What a blast. What a blast. Oh, to Adam Larson. That's a big first goal of the year. Andrew, you're telling me that Nuge needs to hit the net, but how about Adam Larson hitting the net? What an unreal shot from the point. Look at that one go. Now who says trade Larson, right? First goal of the year, and watch this one. I think Kyler Yamamoto's going to get an assist there as Nuge goes back, and just watch this big blast. Hopefully Yamo didn't tip that. The overhead kind of shows that maybe Yamo tipped that, but look at this. Nuge battles it off, and look at Larson just wind that up and blast it right through Montembeault. And look at Larson, bang, and yeah, no way Yamamoto touches that puck. If he did, it would have been in the pads of Montembeault. That's a big goal out of Adam Larson. The Oilers now have 12 shots. When did that happen? My goodness. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big goal here. And again, comes late in the period. The Oilers been working hard, not doing good enough things to win, but not doing things to cost them a game. And now all of a sudden they start doing things to win a game, and they're up 1-0. You gotta love it. End of the day, you gotta love it. Now Archibald gets it going. Look at this, bang through, and first in a year. Yeah, that's a big goal for Adam Larsson, let me tell you. And Mountain Dew, whatever, what are we talking about Mountain Dew for? I could use a Baja Blast if anyone's got one. Look at this, big scramble in front, Koskinen down, but not out, gets that puck saved, and oop, Achari just absolutely wrecked Archibald, or maybe Archibald backed into the ref and got wrecked. Look at that, wow. Adam Larsson drilled it so much that it got caught in the behind of the net. You'll love to see that. Good work by Adam Larsson, solid effort. And Jeremy Hanley of St. Albert. St. Albert represent tonight. You've got yourselves a $250 Save on Foods gift card. Adam Larsson's first of the year from Hopkins and Yamamoto. Hopkins and Yamamoto keep it going. Yamamoto getting it going. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a big, right? I told you, the top line wasn't really doing anything special. Well, they went to work. They got some good chances. And as I said, they've been in sync with Clefbaum. Well, how about being in sync with Larsson? All of a sudden getting that shot on net and getting it going. As here we go, Mr. Colby Cave getting it going. I know there's a penalty coming. I just want to stay and watch this one because I want to see. I've got a loyalty when you start saying that. I want to see if it's a big man penalty or what. This one's along the boards and I'm still waiting for the penalty here, so. What? What? Okay, yeah, yeah. You see what I'm seeing? Like, I was waiting for the penalty, and even when, like, as soon as I saw him hit the goalie, I knew that was the penalty, but my goodness, this is similar to the Tampa Bay goal the other night with Patrick Maroon. Where is Jujar supposed to go? Where is Jujar supposed to go on that play? There is nowhere Jujar can go. He can go to the side, it's going to be a penalty. He can go into the net and take the net off, it's going to be a penalty. Like, what do you do? What do you do? That is just a bum penalty, I guess you could say. And here we go. Panthers have been struggling there, only 2 points ahead of New York Rangers in the East. Really interesting. And Nux, you're expecting, well, who knows when Kemper's coming back. I honestly haven't heard a timeline for Kemper. If he comes back soon, sure, but that also assumes that the injury doesn't affect his playing ability. That's the problem, right? Here we go. Penalty kill time. That means Sheehan Archibald's specialty. And there we go. Nice big block shot or save by Koskinen. Not really sure which it was. Goalie interference. Like, again, now we've got a reason to gripe about the Patrick Maroon goal because that's the exact same situation. You push a big man into the crease and you expect him to just leave the crease without causing calamity. How? Explain that one to me. Panthers have had 30 seconds gone on this power play already, and that's their first real impactful shot. Koskinen with a big blocker save. And now you've got to hope we can keep this going. 2:34, so we should be able to grease that late 45-second left in the period power play if all comes according to plan. That puck's going to be out of play. A minute 12 to go on the power play. Keith Yandel's still a thing, that's for sure. The curse will continue as is tradition. That's exactly. And what's going on, Oils Freak? Welcome in. That's a lot of characters to get it going. 24 goals, most in the NHL for a top 5 on 5-man power play unit this season. So I don't know how that adds up if you add on Neal, McDavid, Draisaitl, Clefbaum, and Nuge, but sure. And here we go. Kemper re-injured himself in Montreal. Likely won't be back anytime soon. See, this is good news. See? That's what happens with goalies. They come off injury, right? You think about our farm club struggling so much. That's because Shane Starrett's been injured 5-6 times over this season after coming back and getting re-injured in game action. Here we go. 46 seconds to go. Panthers off the board. Oh, Ethan Bear, the awareness right there. That was nice play by Ethan Bear. Nice backhand. He was beat, but he knew how to get... Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It is what it is. Let's get this going. 24 seconds to go. Hoffman, Huberto, crossed. Nothing there. 17 seconds to go. We got to grease this late power play. And heard Arizona thinking of moving Hall again. He must be. I told you guys, like I said, Hall is. There's something wrong with Hall straight up, and you just have to be cautious with that. Big save. They say that missed the target. I think that hit somebody in front then. And it'll go in. Power play's done. And look at this. The Oilers have a power play expire and immediately get the puck into the neutral ice. That is a welcome sign. Big save there by Koskinen. Minute to go on this power play. Alexander Barkov right there. He's going to fire it across. And it's going to be a shot by Ekblad. Not much going on there. 50 seconds to go in this first period. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be coming down the hard stretch. Saying the period's over at about, what, the 32-second mark on my TV screen is when I expect to see somebody say the period is over. 35, 36, the Oilers dump it into the Panthers zone. Content to have a goal in this period. A hard-working, tight-checking period. This is a Dave Tippett period. This is what Dave Tippett would be proud of, I guess you could say. And we'll have to mention that in the post-game. Did Hall ever make the playoffs in Edmonton? No, sir, he did not. And there was a good conversation about it on Tim and Sid. See, I have not been able to catch Tim and Sid in a long while. 7 seconds to go. And ladies and gentlemen, that puck's flipped up and out of play out of the Oilers' neutral zone. And you know what? Good effort by the Oilers to get that puck out of the zone as soon as the power play came to an end. You like to see that. Metal Clan, welcome in. Alexander Barkov gets it done. And here we go. Sorry and late. It's all good. It's all good. And Hall is just not a guy that lifts you there. That's the end of the day. Hall is not a guy that elevates you to be a playoff team. That's just his career track record. And you can say everything about the Memorial Cup back in the day and stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't think Hall's that guy. How's everybody ducking down into the tunnel? That's the end of the first period. The Oilers are hard. That should have been a penalty on Sam Gagner on Aaron Ekblad, considering what we've seen called against the Oilers and against other teams against the Oilers this season. So, I don't know. We're lucky that it wasn't 2 power plays for Florida, but it just is what it is. Let me get you the NHL.com period recap here. Adam Larson, his first goal of the season, his first goal in a long while from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Kyler Yamamoto. The first period, 11 shots on net for the Edmonton Oilers against the Panthers, 9. Ooh, actually, Tim, that's what I'm really going to like. I'm going to like seeing that I can see shot breakdown per period. And then you've got, over the course of things here, you've got 1 power play for Florida. We killed that off dandy. And, of course, the penalties through that first period, 1 for Jujhar Khaira, goalie interference. And 5-3... or 53 to 47, the face-off percentage for the Florida Panthers. And block shots 6-3, takeaways 4-2 for the Oilers, giveaways 6-3 for the Panthers, 8-3 the hits for the Florida Panthers. So it just is what it is. Alright, guys. So what I'm going to do here, back-to-back afternoon games at 4 is very odd, absolutely. Welcome to the East Coast. Evander Kane gets 3-game suspension for elbowing last night against Winnipeg. They actually suspended him this quickly on a Saturday. That's kind of incredible. And do I see Evander Kane's tweet about his suspension? It's actually great. I hate Evander Kane, but he has a solid point suspension in the league. Are complete coin toss. Well, that's why I think the common sense approach was it should be 1 to 2 games for Kazian with the skate kick. That said, repeat offender this quick. That's why it's 7. You can kind of set the precedence because he's a repeat offender and that's it. Alright, I'll be right back. You guys have yourselves a great discussion and Alright, here we go. Hate to do this. Autos, what's going on? Hate to do this, guys, but I gotta eat a cheese sandwich because I am just starving. Autos, what's going on? B-Mac, welcome in as well. I'm just gonna... Got the mic up high because I don't want you guys to hear me eating, that's all. You do not want to hear me chewing, let me tell you that much. My jaw is beyond broken. Monte Carlo. I toasted it. And I melt the cheese in the microwave. She's the old cheat cheese sandwich. "361 days since Adam Larsson's last NHL goal. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Alright, Zap, you've had enough. Miss Bits. And there we go. Oh, that was a good cheese sandwich, by the way. If you're looking for a review, the hack is you put your toast, your bread in the toaster for, you put it on the 2 marker. You toast it for about 3/4 of the time you estimate that 2 marker takes. Then you quite simply throw it in the microwave. And this really bad deja vu right now. I don't know why I'm getting deja vu right now, but you throw it in the microwave for 25 seconds with some very thick cheese slices. Ooh, comes out just like it did. Ooh, good to go. And Josh Levo, isn't he still playing with the Vancouver Canucks? Aren't you guys all like all around excited about him because the Toronto Maple Leafs put him on waivers? I think that's what's going on, right? I don't think I want to watch the Canucks lose that because that's their thing they hang over the Toronto Maple Leafs' head. And Oilers won't have a great top 6 until off season. Oilers already have a great top 6 technically speaking, right? It's just got to find that fit on that Neil McDavid line. I know Kazian's technically the guy, but for everyone to talk about an elite top 6, Kazian's not elite top 6 players. Kazian's a throwback top 6 player, but it just is what it is. And later on Dolynny TV, Tyson shows you how to boil water. Don't ask me how to boil broccoli because I do that. I actually burnt the pot one time. That's a bad go. That's a college rookie mistake, let me tell you. Now, honestly, okay, props to me for cooking broccoli in college. Single man in college, living by himself with a roommate, making broccoli. Yeah, can't complain. Here we go. Half of them are injured or suspended. That is true. The entire top line from 5 games ago is injured or suspended. Fun fact. Good eyes there, Jackal. What are we up to? How many people will live watch? Oh man, yeah, that cleared out the stream quite a bit. We're down to 17 people live. That's how you clear out a stream real quick. You eat a cheese sandwich on a live stream. Quick and simple, ladies and gentlemen. You want any other YouTube tips? And Erik Karlsson is out for the season with a broken thumb. Actually, you can get that update live on. Let me go to my subscriptions tab. YouTube, please let me go to my subscriptions tab here. That would be nice. Also, guys, fun fact. I know we've probably got just a bunch of subscribers in the live stream right now, it would seem. But fun fact, we got a big news coming through. It's the simple fact that I am 13 subscribers away from 7,500. There you go. I'm going to give my buddy X Snipes Gaming a shout out there. He's got a video on the Karlsson news. Since I can't cover it, that's kind of the deal is I told him, literally, you stay away from the Oilers coverage. Unless I can't get to it, you let me do my thing. And you got the whole NHL. Show me what you got, buddy. And he's done it all right. Robert, I'm good. And Canucks fan have too many forwards. Something has to budge. Michael Furland is kind of the problem with that, isn't he? And let's see. Furland has left games 4 times this season with concussion symptoms. I think he has to retire. That would be really rough. That would be really rough. I mean, Matt Benning was in a similar situation, so that's really rough. Here we go. The Parkland school shooting. This is tough. I honestly don't even want to cover this because I don't want to get into the whole debate that starts with that. But it's been pretty much a full 2 years since. That was a lot. That was big news for a lot of years. And Sean Thornton, okay, I was going to say that guy looks really familiar. That guy looks like really familiar. It's Sean Thornton. That makes a lot of sense. And do I think the Oilers would be bad if they had Hall back? Guys, that's been my argument. Hall's a curse. Hall's a curse. He's a cancer in the locker room. As evidence, right? Arizona doing all good. You can blame Kemper going down, but I'm sorry. If Hall's this elite player, Kemper going down ain't going to sink you, and it's pretty much sunk him. Yeah, Ducks fan, that's rough. That is rough. And Sean Thornton was definitely one tough customer. I do a great. Well, honestly, my cats do a good job featuring themselves. I know. Earlier in Dolynny TV, especially in the off season, I'd always close the doors up and bang on the door to get out, so I'd have to bring her up here and yell at her and stuff. But I have finally taught her how to open a door. That's the biggest underrated thing you can do in your life is teach a cat how to open a door. Really simplifies the process. Those walls, that is quite the paint job on the wall behind Sean Thornton. That is a really nice paint job. You imagine how much tape went in to get that just gold stripe right there? That is unreal. That is unreal. There's your review of the Florida Panthers dressing room stuff. And didn't know that was possible. What was possible? You can teach a cat to open a door? Yeah, you can teach a cat to open a door. It just can't actually be shut. That's the key. It has to be just full closed. Half closed, like sealed but not sealed. Ooh, and that's an article on possible Oilers trade bait, so let me go get you some news here. Sportsnet.ca, what do we got? I've got a big picture of Jason Spezza. Jason Spezza finds who could Oilers move to improve forward core? Who could the Oilers move? Well, let's see. They've been good with the trade deadline coming, so how exactly does Ken Holland approach the deadline? Not going anywhere, likely not going anywhere. What, like, how do you even put Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in the likely category that he's not going anywhere? That's an embarrassment. I'm sorry. Ethan Bear, Riley Sheehan, Josh Archibald, Joachim Nygaard, Patrick Russell, Gaetan Haas, Matt Benning. So who the heck do you have to go? But it's possible. Well, Adam Larson, Chris Russell, Sam Gagner could be on the move. Marcus Grant, like, what the heck is this? Two guys could be on the move. Jujhar Khaira and Marcus Granlund more likely to move. Like, oh my, that is an absolute embarrassment of an article just from browsing through it, I must say. I mean, I'm not sitting here insulting a writer because, I mean, journalism needs to keep going, but I will have to reread that afterward. This intermission has taken a long time. Well, it has taken a long time, but here we are back in it. And Adam Larson back to it. Don't ask about the Marlins. 8 minutes and 41 seconds ice time for Adam Larson in that first period. It's been a lot of games, I think, that I can recount in the past 10 since Adam Larson last led the Oilers in ice time for a period. Notice how nobody would put their name on that article. Oh, really? Nobody put their name on that article. Okay, I did not catch that. Like I said, I'll have to reread it, and I'll probably have to do a video on it tomorrow. As that would make a good video. Let me tell you, that would make a good video reviewing that article. Here we go. Nice up and in, and look at this. Montembeault comes out to play it, and he miscues it, and that's going to allow Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to get in there and start greasing it. Little City, what are you doing? Thumper? What you doing, Thump? As that actually didn't allow Nugent-Hopkins and co to line up and set up in the offensive zone because now Florida has it in the offensive zone. This puck played across. Stroman fires the puck, but my goodness, how many block shots the Oilers have had unofficially tonight is unreal. Clefbaum needs to clean. What? Did he just get clocked? So here we go. Koskinen across, and this one's going to be play. Ooh. What the heck is that? Those are one of the. I'm going to say the puck's been bouncing weird tonight. That's all I'm going to say. The puck has bounced several times, very unusually. It's happened twice for the Oilers in their favor, but a couple of times in favor of the Panthers. And Brett, you missed the first 10 minutes. Well, this is good news, buddy. This is good news. Because we're on track. We're on track now, aren't we? As Mr. Tyler Benson in, he's going to get this puck greasing up the wall. It's going to be Archibald shooting that puck. This is actually a nice play by Sheehan. That's what I like about Sheehan and Archibald is because they're penalty killers. They know how to get it. Ooh, look at Benson lining that shot up. That's nice to see. But again, just the positioning on a puck coming at you is what he needs at the NHL level, and that's what we just haven't quite seen yet in this game, in the elevator role. Joseph, welcome in. We've got 2 people joining us midway through this game, 17:53 to go. A reminder, I will only be streaming the rest of this period. I'll cut out as soon as intermission hits, because the problem is just simply said, I've got to be at the Dome for 8 o'clock, and I've got some running around to do to get to the Dome, and of course to be in Calgary. Gonna be keeping it going. That's for sure, Brett. If we can keep this streak going until we start going on like a 5-game losing streak because you're showing up 10 minutes late, then we'll start talking. But I am a man who, as the season gets later, the superstitions, and especially as we get these streams going more often, the key is, of course, you start noticing trends and stuff, and it all comes down to some flukes in the matrix. We'll be good, right? As the Oilers look at them, just hard on the pucks in the offensive zone. Florida really having a hard time getting it out. They got it off the glass there, and this is a beautiful pass shot. And oh yes, Calgary is playing tonight, so tonight is a very important game for A, the Chicago Blackhawks, B, the Edmonton Oilers, and C, Calgary Flames to lose. Oh man, was that Sheahan? Oh, that was rough. And Joseph, thank you so much. $2 on the pot tonight. And everyone, Joseph is telling you, like the stream right now. Because what we haven't done enough is advertise liking the stream, and I think that is partially to blame why we haven't had that extra foot traffic, but it's all good. It's Saturday afternoon at 3:09 Mountain Standard Time. If I'm going to complain that my crowd on the live stream is low because you haven't liked the stream, but it's 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, I'm going to tell you, it just is what it is. Gaetan Oss, yeah, he gets taken down. That's an awkward one. And then I don't know what happens to Bear at the blue line, but we'll just keep playing and hopefully get a 4th line goal here. And waiting at Superstore Express here in Sherwood Park for 40 minutes. How's it called, Express? Oh, man. Oh, Andrew, we can talk about the refs being biased, but the Oilers have to bury that one. Chason has to bury that one. He shot that a mile wide. I agree with you, not trading Larson at the deadline. And team needs as much depth as they are trying to make a playoff run. Well, the thing is, I was fine with trading Larson pre-Christmas. You know what? That would have been a dandy time, coming back from injury, good to go. But the issue is, you've committed to him this long now, and the problem is, we do not have Evan Bouchard ready to take it, right? So it is what it is. And this young team, let me tell you, has definitely come together. And told them I'm shopping at Costco from now on unless they give me a $100 gift card. Well, I don't know. I would not want to be the sales manager trying to authorize that. $100 in free groceries, though, I'd take that 100%. 3-0 Tampa. Who are they playing, Gobi? That's what I'm missing. I don't know who Tampa's playing. Here we go. Tim's busy hopefully finding the name on that article. 3-3 for the Blues and Preds. This, so far, good news. Need the Blues to pull that one out in regulation. That's the problem. And that's going to be a high stick. Trocheck can't believe it, but that's a high stick, ladies and gentlemen. And through the first 15-13 to go in this period, 4th line got a good shift in. That was nice to see, even though Haas was tripped down. And here's what it is. And real, if I tell you who scored the goal for Edmonton, are you going to believe me? I think it's going to be Adam Larson. Larson. Yes. Who's Larson? The goal scorer. Yeah, the goal scorer. I actually have an answer for that question, Real. I actually have an answer for that question this time. That's why I was baiting you. I was waiting for that. 15-13 to go in this second period. And there we go. Yeah. See, finally, I get a strike back, and that's the thing, guys. I try to pay attention to the chat as much as possible because it can make for some good little moments right there. And who's dropping the mitts? Here we go. Benson there. And up the ice, and Barkov is hurt. Good for us, bad for Florida. Good. Perfect. Barkov's already had some injuries. Oh, here we go. Oh man, that's not good. Oh, guys, I'm a big big fan of fighting and stuff. Big fan of fighting, but Matt Benning is not the guy we should have fighting. We cannot, I mean, yes, loyalty, absolutely, Benning is beauty, but we cannot afford to have Matt Benning fighting. I know it's retaliatory and it's for his hit and stuff, but that's not good. That's not good. Should be instigator, yes, it should be, but yeah, oh man, you can't have Benning fighting. That's end of the day. That's all it comes down. Oh, clocked him, and Barkov turned into that. I'm sorry, Barkov turns into that 100%. Watch this. He turns into the boards, into Benning. He sees Benning coming, and he turns his back. Last second, yeah, that's gonna hurt you, but head up, bud. Head up. Problem is, Matt Benning is not the guy we should have fighting after that concussion stuff. That now all of a sudden my concern level went from here to about here in a quick second. We got to score on this power play and pick up Benny, especially if there's anything ramifications from those concussions coming out quick after this game. Oh, definitely, yeah. Honestly, they should. Ooh, Sam, are you saying could it be 5 minutes? That would be interesting. But I think I saw the ref signal too. And look at this. Matt Benning seals the man off, separates man from puck. Oh, thankful. Thankful. Achari didn't land one on the head. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Whew, that's good. That's solid. We're good there. Watching that replay, they literally only had my version of what I saw was only when they had the hands and they went to the ice. So instigating, we'll take it. There we go, Mr. Kyle Yamamoto on the power play. Let's get him point number 2 of the game. Remember, the Oilers are undefeated when Yamamoto scores twice in a hockey game in an Oilers uniform. So let's be serious there. Let's get him one now and let's get him one later. There's the one person that dislikes the stream. It happens when people come in and they're looking for the actual game and I don't have the game, so it's nothing to worry about. They interacted, it's all they need to know. There we go, Drysdale getting it going. What's going on, White? I hope you're having yourself a great night. There we go. Nugent Hopkins going back, and don't you worry, what's going to happen is, one-timer blast from Drysdale will set him up perfectly. But what's going to happen, finally the power play sets up accurately for the first 30 seconds. What's going to happen, especially if we meet the Calgary Flames in the first round, is there are going to be a lot of dislikes. And, hey, I'm just saying, we are undefeated when Yamamoto scores twice. Don't matter how many times he's done it, we're undefeated. Stats. Misleading stats. Best part. Evgeny Dadvanov, 2 minutes for slashing was the penalty. Really? Okay. Sure. Let's get Larson 2 on the day. That would mean we'd have to get Mr. Larson on the power play, I think, and Drysdale lazy. Lazy. Here we go. Come on, boys. Let's get this going. There we go. Chase on getting it going back. There we go. Clefbaum's back, supporting, getting the puck and moving it out. And now you've got Yamamoto. Look at this speed from Yamamoto. My goodness, what a blast of speed through the neutral zone. $40 off. There you go, Real. Here we go. Mr. Oscar Clefbaum. Going up the ice. And across. And Drysdale in on net. It's going to be back. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Power play set up. They've been out there for... I don't know how there's already 12... Oh, my goodness. What? That's rough. That's rough. Barkov's back out there, and I don't know what Koskinen's doing. He lost track of what was happening. But Clefbaum without a stick, I mean, yeah, you got to back check, but got to have a forward give you a stick. End of the day, that's what it comes down to. You can't stick your defenseman without a stick at the end of the day. And look at this. All of a sudden, you've got Leon Draisaitl on a breakaway. Well, like, what is going on here? This is complete madness at this point. That Panthers fan in the purple jersey is way too animated about Draisaitl missing a breakaway. Okay, this game all of a sudden just opened up, ladies and gentlemen. The can opener has come and gone, and now here we go. We are flying up and down the ice. And bodies flying, men flying, guys flying, and this is good. No, White. Clefbaum's stick exploded trying to take the shot. That's what happened. That's what happened. Clefbaum's stick exploded. That's what led to that. I know everybody would talk about the composite versus wood stick situation, but same rate, right? Yeah, this one just opened up, and this is going to be fun to see. The Oilers have to be the team that capitalizes on this. This is the thing. What line is Benson on? Joseph Benson is playing with Archibald Jean. He's playing on the second line tonight. He's looked kind of lost out there at times tonight, but that's okay. He'll battle through. Look at this puck being battled out in the center. Caleb Jones trying. Look at this. Just like this one's getting a little bit of that minute 30 to open the first period luck that we had going. Would you agree, based on his lack of production, that Bobrovsky is the worst free agent signing of the past offseason? I don't know. Florida's still in a playoff spot, or last I checked, they were in a playoff spot, so you got to keep that in mind, right? Bob's been a big key of that. I know Dreger's been also a part, and so has Montembeault, but goalies are usually a terrible spend of money. That's all I got to say there as well. And Peter, what's going on? As we got Draisaitl coming up the ice. Got Mr. Yamamoto up the ice. And now you've got... look at Nuge just supporting that puck but turning it over. Yamamoto lost his stick and ref is gone. He's down. And the other ref calls the offside. Yeah, that ref's going to be hurting. That was a big body check. Sort of had an extra man on the ice there with the linesman, no doubt. And good for him to get experience. Absolutely, Joseph. Absolutely. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this rush by Leon Draisaitl, but a good stick tie-up by Dadonov. Dadonov does just enough. He literally chops the inside of the leg. That's going to screw you up every time. Good chop by Dadonov. Guys, up to 30 people in the live stream. Again, it's been since the start of the game since we've been there. So if you're just joining us, don't forget, you got to hit that like button. We can hit 40 before this second period's over if you do that. I'm okay. London time just got in. All good, Peter. All good. Fine and dandy. I'm going to be heading out after the second period concludes because I got to shower, get ready, and get my jersey on and get down to Saddletown LRT station in Calgary for the trip down to the Saddledome, meeting my sister there, and then we're going to head down to the Saddledome and watch the Calgary Flames versus Chicago Blackhawks. Now, realistically, Oilers win this game. I get to watch a very important game for the Oilers that doesn't involve the Oilers on the ice at the Saddledome. So, luck's out, maybe, hopefully, but again, I don't know if the Oilers are going to be able to pull off this win or not, and I'm going to hopefully keep the game on and we're going to get this going. So that also said, I won't have a game review up tonight, unfortunately, because you think about this second period won't be over until about 3:45, 3:50, and that means secondarily to that, the third period won't be over till 5 o'clock, which in turn means I should already be on the LRT at 5:30. So that's the tough part right there. That said, Greg, like to see a quick 2 goals to give the ticker a little bit of a relief. Yeah, 3-goal lead would be nice against Panthers for sure. Don't mention Calgary. Well, tonight I need to make sure I mention Calgary because we have a chance. Calgary chokes it in regulation against Chicago, and then we go out there and win today against Panthers. We are doing good. Look at this. Leon Draisaitl's been moving his feet a lot lately. 38.5 kilometers an hour, and that's why he scored a goal. Look at that separation, puck, glove, and pad. Now I gotta go get my suit dry cleaned. Look at this, Draisaitl just getting it going. All right, I'm gonna keep this hopefully going here. 14-12 the shots, so nothing really to write home about in the shot department. Then again, it was the same way in the first period, and then all of a sudden the Oilers turned it on. And my sister is indeed a Flames fan. So here we go. Get this rolling, boys. Larson can't get that going. 9:39 to go in this second period. Puck played up. Chase on going. He's going to stumble with it, but he's going to flip it. And Gagne is just going to baseball whack it into the corner. 9:27 to go. The headphones, let me tell you, the headphones, I wish I could just have your standard commentator mic, but it's all good. And Roddy Settle probably topped out at 40 to 42 before undoubtedly. Oh yeah, guy's fast, but he just needs to keep doing it going. And Brown and JJ, ooh, another scrap. JJ getting it going. See, this is what JJ needs to do. I wouldn't be surprised if Jujhar Khaira doesn't score a goal now. And look at this, they squared off. This is beauty. This is beauty. This is nice. Let's go, Khaira. Ooh, tied him up the wrong way. Let's go. Go, JJ. Oh, 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 oh. Khaira, what are you doing? Just, you gotta get some blows in here. Yeah, Khaira's tied completely up. And the linesmen are just letting him go. Oh, yeah, game over. Game over for Khaira right there. Ah, man. Rough go. Rough go. Brown won that one 100%. But, exactly, that's the end of the day. Took a good few shots, but now, losing a fight can just be as momentum shifting as winning a fight. Because if your guy gets fed, at least he was trying to get you fired up. Now it's on the 19 other guys to go get fired up. So that's good news. You know what? Oilers, Benning got jumped. Khaira got in there and said, hey, whoa, we're going to have one fair square on square. He gets lit up. So now, you gotta hope that the boys say, okay, enough. The fisticuffs aren't working for us. Let's put pucks in the back of the net. Let's win this hockey game. And let's leave Florida with at least 2 of 4 points instead of none of 4. And that's what we're hoping for. Maybe it'll fire him up. Oh, hopefully. Well, we'll find out. 4x4 winter event for him. And yeah, JJ is still more useful, seriously, because JJ actually goes to the front of the net. That's what I like about JJ. Look at that game against Tampa Bay, is we had a chance to win that one if JJ could have gotten a stick on it. Alright, that said, ladies and gentlemen, this game going on so far, 11-9 the shots in the first period, 3-3 the shots in the second period. You think about where we are in this second period? Let me just say where we are. We're at 9:01 of the second period. Both teams have 3 shots. That's beautiful. Let's see, 55 to 45 the face-off percentage for the Oilers. Penalty minutes 12 apiece, and then you've got block shots 8 to 4 for the Edmonton Oilers. Takeaways 4-4 and giveaways 9 to 6 for the Florida Panthers. That's good to see. The Oilers giving away the puck less. That's why we're still in this. Hits 13 to 5 for the Panthers. Okay, you know what? We've hit some teams lately. Let's take our beating, I guess, and physicality is what it is. And let's see, what do we have? Josh Brown, Jujhar Khaira with the Fighting Majors, and we are back into this one. There we go. And he got beat but not bloodied, and the small guys on the team appreciate that stuff. Absolutely. Nashville up 4-3 on St. Louis. Tim, you're killing me. Bad news, not good news. And I mean, realistically, at game 60, we shouldn't be scoreboard. Well, like, we've been scoreboard watching since pretty much game 39. So, technically speaking, for me to start saying at game 60 we shouldn't be scoreboard watching, I don't know what I'm doing. And here we go. Let's get this going up and out of it. And what do we got? The Oilers back the other. Hold on, I'll get to the comments in a second. Hoffman coming back the other way. That one deflected. Up and out of play. Okay, now I can talk. Alright, do I think the NHL have to address the fact that same coaches keep getting the same jobs while coaches in the minors in college aren't getting a chance to coach in the league? Wilner, I think a ton of guys outside of the league have gotten it go, but that's the thing. We have a ton of guys that are still of coaching age getting a chance to coach, so it's totally fine, right? You gotta let your veterans keep coaching, and that's a lot of them have won for a lot of years. Gag's contract is up this year. Do we offer him a short, cheap contract? I'd honestly like to see him for another year or two under $2 million. Serviceable guy who can contribute in the bottom 6. Thing is, with Gagne, I think you go under $1 million for another year. But the problem is, you have to ask yourself, where are you sitting with your prospects that you're developing, right? Like, I think the one guy that screws it up for Gagne, if he's ready, and I know, yes, I'm talking about a prospect we drafted in the 2019 entry draft being ready, is the simple guy of Raphael Lavoie. Raphael Lavoie is going to be the determining factor on a couple of our depth forwards coming back or not, simply put. That is too close, absolutely. 3-point separation between Edmonton and Nashville is way too close. Giggs will... No, guys, there's no way you pay Gagne over 901 million. That's kind of the deal. Here we go. Top line getting it going. Let me get back to the action because we're missing a heck of a shift out of this top line in a 1-0 game. We've got 14-14 the shots apiece. There's a shot out of Draisaitl or Nugent Hopkins. I couldn't tell you. So let's see what's going on. 17-17. Benning's going to fire that puck down low. He's looking fine. He's looking dandy. And that one unfortunately turned over back the other way. And Benning up the ice. And there we go. Alex Chiasson's going to fire that puck. Miss wide. Nothing happening there. Honestly, wouldn't go over 700K for Gagne. Well, I think the league minimum next year is going to be a little higher. Probably at 750 or so, but that's okay, right? 750 for Gagne is totally fine too. And it all comes down to the cap crunch, right? Obviously, it looks like at the end of the offseason, one of Larson or Russell or both won't be here with the Oilers. Now, that's not to say Larson's going at the trade deadline, but you get where I'm going with that. And I think Russell, there's also the concern now with concussion history, so that just reduces the price of him. But what do you do, right? Veteran defensemen, they're a tough go in the NHL. And 6-19 back around the net. And look at Caleb Jones hustling for that one. He almost gets beat. He turns it over. And backhand save by Mr. Koskinen, who's got 14 saves. 16 saves tonight. Thing with Giggs is he bleeds Oilers, shows so much emotion and isn't afraid to get scrappy at all from 1-2 years. Let our guys in the minors develop even more. Well, here you go. Loyalty. You said the key word is minors. We've had Sam Gagne in the minors at one point this year. If you sign him to a $900,000 contract and you put him on a two-way deal, you can throw him in the minors whenever you say, hey, we need a guy to lead the minors. We want to test a rookie out. You simply just shuttle Gagne in the rookie. And that's the simple thing, right? Is right now, the Oilers don't exactly have a guy they can do that with, and that's the tough part. But it is at the end of the day what it is. Because you think about it, yeah, we did that with Marcus Granlund now at this point, but Marcus Granlund is on a $1.3 million contract, right? He panned out early in the season as an elite penalty killer, but then just dried up when the entire team dried up all offensively and sent down. And the Caps mascot is at the game. What? Why is he at the... Oh. Might have something to do with the esports with the NHL EA series. Honestly. Possibly. Gentlemen. Ooh, nice. Good shot by Archie right there to get one on. Like to see those coming down the wing, just snapping the shot when you can. You'll love to see it. And this one's going to be fired around. Ethan Bear right there. It's going to be backing around. And Darnell Nurse right there. And Tin, what's going on? Welcome in. Got this puck out into neutral ice. We're going to get this going at some point up and around. And puck fired and nothing there. No need. Just be for... See it again. There you go. Ooh, Kyler Yamamoto. Kyler Yamamoto. This was... Hold on, I gotta watch the play here because you guys are saying a big save for Koskinen's coming up. And all I'm seeing is the Oilers playing in the offensive zone. Matt Benning shoots that puck. Gets deflected or gets through and saved in the corner. But here we go. We're going to get the chance for the big save right here. Noel Acciari up and... Watch this one. Ooh. Wow. Big stand-up stall save. I can't even make words. That's huge. Those are the ones that win you a hockey game, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the ones that you get beat like that. You got to get it going, right? Look at this. Noel Acciari. Yeah, that's... Every defenseman goes skating on by. Big save for Mikko Koskinen. And am I getting the Oilers' third jersey? That I have to leave till March. I've got a ton of plans for March. I'm hopefully investing in some t-shirts in March. I'm hopefully investing in some other stuff for March. And hopefully investing in myself as well in March. Just depends what I can get done, right? Because we all know what happens in Canada in March if you're on the ball. That's what I'm hoping for. It's a good time of year. And we'll leave it at that. I don't want to get it going too far, and that's why I love Benning. Well, Benning is weird kind of defenseman love, but he's a good guy as well. He's learning how to use the 6-7 frame. Absolutely, Mr. Mikko Koskinen has been getting it going for sure of late. This season is of late, if you get my terminology. And let me see just quickly something here for you, because we should have an absolutely unreal amount of watch minutes today on this stream. Yeah, like you guys have spent in the live stream over 900 minutes to start the live stream. That is nuts to me. Saying that the average watch duration, so the average viewer that comes into the stream has watched for 5 minutes and 22 seconds. You take a factor that we have that many people have come by, that is nuts. McDavid's going to fall behind in points. UV, you clearly have never watched McDavid in March and April. That's all I got to say. And Tin, you just checked if the Oilers played the playoffs right today, we'd play Golden Knights. Alberta would be well represented in Vegas, let me tell you that much. Oh my goodness, would Alberta ever be represented there. Here's the big save, look at this. Matt Benning gets beat, and then Leon Draisaitl does the flyby. Not really much Draisaitl can do. I don't know where Jones is in this play. He comes back really late. Look at this big save right there. Absolutely loyalty. There's almost without a doubt McDavid gets 100 points. I can't see McDavid not hitting 100 points as long as he's back before the trade deadline. Bigger if they'd have home ice on Vegas. Absolutely. And right now as playoffs sit, they would. They would. Here we go. Mr. Draisaitl to go. And honestly, what I'd expect out of the Oilers is just stupid good hockey in the playoffs if they got there. It's just the way it's going. Good friends, great team, awesome stream. Let's go. Well, that's exactly what we do. Here we go. Let's go Clef Bomb. Let's get it going. And Larson's got to not turn over that puck. Again, no panic. Oh, a little bit of panic there out of, was that Gaetan Haas, possibly? As we were looking. Or is that Kyler Yamamoto, possibly? And is Bouchard playing in Bakersfield or Edmonton for the 2021 season? I'm hoping in Edmonton next year, because that would be the kind of key, right? Get Bouchard in there, especially if you move either Larson or Russell in the offseason. Suddenly you create that space. It all comes together, and I think Ken Holland's got a very good plan. And McKinnon is likely going to win the Hart. Well, McKinnon's definitely been important to the Colorado Avalanche, and he's right there with the thing. But yeah, Hart if Dry makes playoffs. Well, that's right. As long as he doesn't all of a sudden just go silent dead the rest of the season, Dry's a lock. But McKinnon's had a pretty good year in Colorado last I checked as well, and I think my boy Troy would tell you just the same thing. And UV, who's going to... Oh, that's... You started that. Okay, we're good there. Florida points in 11 of 16 games this season. Kyler Yamamoto has points in 11 of 16 games. Unreal. That is... Guys, I was yelling. I was crying for it all year long. And look at this. Kyler Yamamoto comes up and makes a big impact. Hard as Dry or Connor because of his comeback from injury. I don't know. I think is it the Bill Masterson for comeback player of the year? I think Connor McDavid wins that. And he should win it. Wouldn't surprise me if he didn't. He is not the media darling. Well, that's true enough. Larson trade value went up now that he's a sniper. Yeah, one whole goal, eh? There's a big shot. Can't get that going. Gaetan also greasing for that puck. And there you go. Come on now. 3:09 to go. Big save. Clefbaum getting it going. John McDavid would split the vote, which would clear the way for McKinnon to win. Well, that's fair enough. You've got so many guys to go. Let's see what we can get going here, guys. This game really quiet. That's the problem, is there's no crowd noise to sit here if I get going on the chat too much. Yeah, there's a little bit of crowd noise as soon as Hoffman touches the puck. They really like him, I guess. 4-3 Predators over the Blues. Third period. Good to go. And that Darnell Nurse, whew, goes down to a knee, but he actually makes a play. That's 2 games in a row. That's 2 games in a row. Darnell Nurse has gone down to a knee to make a play, and it's nice to see those starting to work for him. Big save. I don't know what Ethan Bear's doing turtled in the net, but we won't worry about it. And that's nothing there. Come on now. Let's go across. Let's go across. Nothing. Come on, keep this to the outside. That's what I like about the Oilers. That's one key we've really been good at this year for the most part, is keeping it to the outside. And nothing happening, nothing happening. Keep it to the outside, keep it to the outside. There we go. In the middle, the Oilers are going to clear this puck Yes, no, maybe so. Not happening. Third, fourth line getting worked. And this one, it's wide. Okay, good to go. But that said, yeah, they were under siege, Andrew, but look at it this way. They kept it for 90% of that shift to the outside. That's something none of our fourth lines prior could ever have done. We'll take what we can get. And again, it's the fourth line. I'm not expecting anything fancy out of an Oilers fourth line, let's be serious. Here we go. Back in it, and I honestly don't know why Jujar's still out there. He had all the time in the world to go for a line change. That's the end of the day question. What's Jujar still doing out shifting? Couple of big hits. Gotta get this out, and now it's Archibald and Sheehan. And Jujar's gonna toss that right into the men, and that one's gonna go out of, there we go, referee gets hit. And somehow they just push that puck into it. And I don't know I don't know, Florida's just all of a sudden banging bodies and creating turnovers. That's what Florida's doing here. Matt Benning's going to chip this one down the ice. There we go. And what is Jujar Kara is still on the ice. Ladies and gentlemen, Jujar Kara is still on the ice. That's my question. Why did Jujar Kara just take a 2.5-minute shift? That's probably his biggest shift of his career right there. And it was all in the offensive or defensive zone. There we go. If they're thinking of calling up Curry Greg, I will have to talk about that in a video tomorrow, hopefully. I got a lot of videos planned for tomorrow. Guys, that's we're down to 18 seconds on the game on my side of things. That means you guys are probably already done. But that said, I'm expecting a good game at the Saddle Dome tonight. Hopefully the Oilers can hang on, win this one, and then we'll be good. And we'll be fine, and we'll be dandy. And a nice play there by Sheehan. And you guys are saying the end of the second period. I'm still waiting to get back to regulation play here. There we go. 17 seconds to go in this period. Guys, thank you so much for spending a big chunk of your Saturday afternoon with me. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I will catch you tomorrow when we get back into it. I'll have hopefully the game preview up. Actually, I'm going to skip the game preview and I'll do a discussion on something tomorrow and we'll get it going. And I will catch you guys, as always, in the next one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And you guys have yourselves a phenomenal Saturday evening.